health and a little wealth and a lot of love.
Anything else that you can tell people on, say you need to borrow money, whether you have a big purchase or you want to buy a house, you need a car. What are some recommendations you would give to avoid hurting your credit score?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. If you are in the line or in line to buy or make a big purchase, you definitely don't want any new credit. You want to make sure your credit is completely outstanding. I think recently you and I applied for like 4 or 5 different credit cards based upon our businesses. I would not recommend that before buying a house or buying a car. Having like, it really goes to square one. So we talked about this in a prior episode, but doing your budget, which this is all, it seems like it's common sense, but you'd be surprised. How many Americans just don't know where their money is going? I believe in a zero-based budget, which we talked about in our budgeting, what to do before, financially, or after, or whatever. Make sure you understand what every dollar is going, and then do analysis every month and see what you're doing. I think that's important. I think what's also important is making sure you're managing and not overextending yourself. So if it's great to have a lot of open lines of credit, I think that there's some school of thoughts. I don't think that, making sure you have access to capital in the event that you need it.
Probably depends on who you are and how good you are at paying those off.
Exactly. And so if you go to Seuss'sCrowsPodcast.com, I do have a staircase to wealth, what you should do in what order. The first thing I tell everyone to do is 3 months of emergency fund. Which is very similar to Dave Ramsey, but I'm a little bit more aggressive because I do think that, especially in this time, I think people should really have 3 months of emergency fund before they start investing in themselves and then paying down debt. That's the first thing you do, because like if people are overextending themselves on credit, that really speaks that they don't have an emergency fund. Mm-hmm. So that's important to make sure that you're in line with that. Those are the kind of things that I would recommend to people to ensure that they have a successful and they can strategize against their credit score.
With a little health and a little wealth and a lot of love, that's the life that we live. Seuss and Scruggs.